Stop eating well done steaks. Terrorist.
We here, nigga. Realest niggas by landslide. Show enough, I'm about to blow up, cause I'm tired of walking around landmines. Rap savior, hellraiser, don't worry, nigga, I claim both. One nigga that's unsigned, that's off the chain. Chain go.
And I always wondered this. At the end of the day, after y'all done cooked y'all food and what y'all got left over, what do y'all do with that food?
I know me preferably, I can't speak to everybody else. I'm going to first responder firehouses, or if I can find an ER that they may need some food, I'm donating it.
I never knew that. Why? But this to you specifically, I never knew.
Yeah, but you do have some people, depending on the quantity and what they may have cooked, you have the ability to, kind of wrap the proper way, refrigerate or freeze, and bring it back, and it's just as good as the next day.
Okay.
Sometimes brisket is just as good the next day as the first day, and because we're trying to push out so much protein at one time in some situations, you have a process to where you can push, or you can kind of pre-cook things in a quantity to whereas the last portion of it is like maybe an hour or so of cooking and it's already done and it still tastes like it's just fresh. These are things that I've had to learn throughout the process to keep from just wasting food.
Gotcha. Because I never knew that. I always wanted to ask. I said, when I get in it right on, I'm going to ask him. Because
and let me tell you, I've been trying to get on for a year. I've been bothering him for 365 days. Like, hey, man.
It's you and a lot of people. I just had somebody that's been trying to get on for a little over a year. So, I be busy, man.
Hey, man, I understand, bro.
But listen. So, how did you... So, you started during the pandemic, right?
I started before the pandemic, actually.
Okay.
We only went full time in the pandemic because it just needed to happen. So I got into because again, prior military, big family. Cooking's been a part of my life for a long time, but I love to entertain. I love people. I love the process of cooking and having a good time. I was using this as an element to kind of curb weight gain and PTSD. So when I was cooking, when I first started off, I was fine. I bought a new smoker to kind of get myself, get back to cooking and seeing if I could, lose some pounds, change my blood pressure situation. So I bought a new smoker, put it together, and just started cooking. Put it on Facebook. Anybody needs food cook, call me. Everybody knew I could cook, but it'd been a while since I had done it. So did that a couple weeks, and several of my friends pulled me to the side, was like, hey man, this is good. I think you need to do something with this. And because of my track record and so many things that I've done before I got to this point, I've bet on so many other people. I've been a part of so many other people's processes, being behind other people. I was like, hey, why not bet on me this time? Yeah. So that's what I did. And that turned into, it was just a cool hobby, man. I had a career. I was in technology. I've been in technology 15 years. My specialty was cybersecurity at this point in my life. And I was like, bro, I got the job of my dreams. I'm having a good time. This was all side money. So I was like, I wasn't even tripping. I was having a good time. Pandemic hit. By the time the pandemic hit, I had a 20-foot trailer and a couple barbecue grills. But again, this was just a weekend thing. But at that point, job canceled everybody. I got furloughed for a couple months. And at that point, of course, you remember the unemployment lines were real weird. Nobody knew when their money was coming in. And I was just like, man, look, I got this food. I got this trailer sitting out here in the yard. Yeah. Let's turn this motherfucker on to 100% and see what happens. And that was June, a little bit. No, it was April and May. And I started to get in there, get all my licensing and certification and paperwork together to be a legit top to bottom business. And they called me back in June to offer me my job back at a 20% pay cut on my salary. I said, no, thank you. Yeah. So I bet on myself. And June 2023 will be 3 years of full-time barbecue for Eddie Wright Barbecue.
Man, that's
and
dope.
That is my entrepreneurship story.
And I love it, man, because I feel like you the type of person, like, once you dive into something, you dive all the way in.
Yeah, most definitely so. That is my gift and curse. Like, I don't know how to half-ass do nothing. Yeah. So when I do commit to something, I am like reckless committing. Yeah. Like, I'm buying whatever I need to buy. I'm investing whatever time I need to invest because I believe in doing things all the way in. I don't know
You
how
believe
to
in doing
half-ass
things
it.
the right way.
Yeah, I don't know
No
how to
pun
half-ass it.
intended.
No pun intended. I don't know how to half-ass it. And you can talk anybody you ever talk to and ask them about me. They will never tell you anything sour about me other than I like to do business. I like to do it the proper way, and I don't do bullshit.
Yeah.
If it ain't going to be right, it's not going to be me. And that's okay. I don't have to take your money. You can go take it somewhere else, and I'm not even upset.
Yeah.
And it's like that's just business. It's not no emotion involved. That's where you see a lot of friendships and relationships end when the business turns personal. And I much rather have friends and great associates than a bunch of dollar signs because you can't buy friends.
Yeah. And I think one thing I've learned just on my journey that building relationships, it goes so much farther than an extra buck.
Yeah.
Because that relationship can last forever and it can transition to other relationships.
Yep. And it keeps your name good, man. When no matter how much money you ever make, the one thing people are gonna always remember about you is what you say and how you do things.
Yeah.
Your word and your actions are all that you have.
So what's some of the things you learned, like transitioning from like a weekend type barbecuer and like and then transitioning to like actually like developing a consistent product and selling it? Like what's some of the things you learned on that journey?
Develop a formula and stick with it. It's not going to be perfect the first time. It's never going to be perfect, but it has to be consistent.
Yeah.
It has to be within that same area each and every time you do it. And the way you do that, you buy the right equipment, you use the right rubs, and you use the right process. And that's why I kind of coined the technique, temperature, time, and taste. Those are the 4 T's to barbecue. Those are the 4 T's to cooking primarily, but specifically barbecue to me, because the technique, the temperature, the time, and the taste, that's how you get amazing barbecue.
Yeah. Because I can say every time I've had Eddie Wright barbecue is very consistent. And that's one of the things is like when you go to like a fast food restaurant or anywhere, like they always got that consistent flavor.
Right.
And then like you go to someone that's a part of your community and they have that same type of consistency. And I appreciate it because like I know what I'm going to get.
Right.
And it's damn good. Like you don't need no sauce for your ribs.
Right. And that's been a hard transition to try to teach a lot of people within this area because we're so much of a big sauce area within our barbecue. And again, it's been met with love, but it took a while to get there. I didn't just wake up one day and was like, oh, I got the perfect no sauce rib. No, it took me time to get there. Yeah. And once I figured out how to get there, I just kept it there and I made that my brand.
And I like that because I have certain friends that appreciate good cooking, and I got certain friends that appreciate good sauce.
Right.
The ones that appreciate good cooking, I'm like, hey, go try Eddie Wright barbecue.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna waste. I ain't gonna say waste, but like I would tell one of my friends that like really like sauce to try it just to see what they think. But when I tell people, I'm like, hey, like I think me and my boy Dre came to you one time.
Yeah.
I like, hey, cause he cooked, so he know he like, yeah, they good. So I enjoy your ribs. I don't need no sauce. If I choose to put sauce on, which I don't think I ever put sauce on your ribs.
And it's again, it's not needed, but again, you have those people who are just used to it because historically it's been E&L. After E&L, it was Boston's. Two of the elements of both of those key companies I've said are sauce on fries.
Yeah.
And it's just what they do. So it's just something that people have learned to enjoy and appreciate. Again, nothing wrong with it. But as far as what we like to do here at A Wright Barbecue, we want you to taste the flavor, the smoke we choose, the flavor of the wood we choose. Like that is one of the most key things to be able to open a person's palate up and explain to them, okay, you're tasting this type of wood over this type of cooking period, and you're going to get notes of this. So there's a difference between a pecan wood, a oak wood, a cherry wood, or sugar maple, or just a regular maple. Everything gives a different note, and it does different things to chicken, pork, beef, all the way around.
You know what I just thought about when you were saying it? Similar to the cocktail world. Let's just say we just tried curveball.
Yep.
We tried it neat. We tried it on the rocks.
Yep.
We didn't try it in no cocktail.
We did not.
And I feel like great.
Wait. Let's try it over Mountain Dew. Hold on. That's Mountain Dew right there.
Well, yeah,
But go ahead.
I want to see your reaction to
Okay,
this.
let's
I ain't gonna lose my thought. It's still right here.
All right, cool. Let's see.
Curve bottle Mountain Dew. Do it work?
Because I'm a Mountain Dew guru, I'm gonna say yes.
And it's crazy because I just forgot my thought, but I remember. So like cooking, like all those things, it kind of remind me of like drinking refined, like a great tequila or a great bourbon with nothing added, or drinking something like Jack Daniels, which is also a good whiskey, but like a lot of people drink Jack and Coke.
Right.
And I feel like your technique of cooking is similar to like a spirit straight out of the bottle. And that's kind of what I compare it to. Like, I can appreciate this with nothing added. But if I add something, it's just going to be
It's
like...
just going to pump it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I liked it.
It leaves something to be desired. So that's kind of me. That's kind of our process of cooking, and that's what we're going to continue to give the world of Mississippi barbecue and spread that out to the world. I'm sick of people saying, "Oh, go try Texas, go try Kansas City, go try Memphis, go try." They jump around everywhere else. They even go to Louisiana before they come to us.
And Mississippi, I'm not capping. Like, you go to a gas station, you go to anywhere in Mississippi, the barbecue going to be better. It's just how it is.
It's just how it is. We have a certain love that we transition through our food that you probably won't find in a lot of different areas.
So what's some of the habits you had to kind of break transitioning from, I guess, backyard to pitmaster?
Brown butcher paper.
Brown butcher paper?
Yeah. I used to, when I first started, I used to do I would call it a competition style rib, but it was that, but it was a lot of labor intensive.
Yeah.
It was wrapped. It was bumped up with a little extra brown sugar in a wrap. It was great, but cost wise, it wasn't a rib I could continue to do because of the paper that I'm using and everything else. So again, like I said, with the right equipment, you're able to change the way you do things and increase your quality. So with that, Old Hickory Pits is where I became kind of very good at achieving a certain type of quality and being able to nail it every single time, almost spot on.
Yeah. So I'm assuming, because a lot of people I know personally, like they're just, 4th of July type holiday cooking.
Right.
A lot of people use aluminum foil.
Right.
You use foil?
I will, but only on a cool down method. Like once it's done cooking, I'll wrap it. But it's not necessary, but it just kind of depends. It depends on the pitmaster, depends on how you cooking and what you want to do. To me, it's like when you put it in that foil, it's essentially, I call it microwaving, but it's not going to allow any heat to escape, and it's going to speed up the cook of that rib. And people like that. It looks nice, but by the time you pull it out there, if you're not watching what you're doing, you're basically going to be eating pulled pork.
Yeah.
Because once you pull it out, the bone's going to come right out. It's not going to have any type of pull to it. It's just going to be mush.
Yeah.
And that's what you don't want to give people with ribs. You want it to have a little bit of bite. You want it to have a little bit of pull, and you want it to be able to just kind of fall apart within the process of you chewing it, not when you just like, oh, look at the rib. It just came off the bone. It's like, no, you just pulverize it. Anybody can do that.
Yeah.
So.
And I remember seeing you make a TikTok about that, and it's crazy because I like both. Like I like the kind you just pull the bone out, and I like the kind where you actually have to get it off the bone, but it's not hard.
Right.
It's just
people confuse that with being a non-properly cooked rib, and it's like that's very incorrect. Being able to hold that bone, bite into it, and that meat go nowhere. That is a quality. That is something every pitmaster should look to attain because it's holding under its own weight.
Yeah.
And if you bite it, you're not struggling to pull it off. It's coming right off.
Yeah.
And it's still sitting there. So you got your texture. Everything's right where it needs to be. That is the perfect rib to me, in my opinion.
Yeah. I enjoy, because it's crazy because I'm not like a real big rib eater, but like anytime I'm eating ribs, it's mainly from you. Every now and then I go to Jefferson's.
Yeah. Shouts out to my guy Roche.
I go to E&L, but normally I get the chicken at E&L with the sauce on fries. The
Yeah.
fried chicken wings. Oh Lord. And so this thing, I seen this on TikTok, and it was this dilemma y'all had going on the slow way and the fast. Was it the brisket?
Yeah, the hot and fast brisket
Hot and
versus
fast
the
and
slow
the-
traditional. Yeah.
Let's talk about that, man.
Brisket is one of those things. Again, if you know, it's to get a good quality brisket, it's going to take time, and you're going to most definitely have to invest in it. But at the same time, once you do enough of them, there's a method you could do to where you can get some sleep. So after doing pretty much a brisket a week for about a year and a half, I was to that point. I was very nervous about it, and my guys, Tracy and Jonathan down in Grills, and a couple other guys down there, we all hang around. They were like, "Hey, man, hot and fast is the way to go." They was like, "Do it," and I was fearful of it because brisket's not cheap, and you don't want to screw it up.
Yeah.
Like, I know I don't. Most people just don't care. It's like, oh, it can be shredded beef. Or if I want shredded beef, I just buy truck roast. No, I bought a brisket because that's what I wanted. So once we figured out that you could really cook a brisket hot and fast in about 5.5 to 6 hours, it changed my life. And you're able to achieve a very consistent product, similar to the low and slow. Not exactly, but at the end of the day, it's about being great flavor and edible, and the texture being right. And that's what we look at. And people became up in arms over it. I did a video on TikTok about it, and 150,000 views later, it turned out to be a spectacle. People did not know that it was possible. It's like, I can't believe you're doing that to a brisket. I was like, just wait and see. Just watch me slice this thing and watch how it just folds over and doesn't just fall apart.
Yeah,
That's the beauty of it.
Still had a smoke ring.
Still had a smoke ring. Still had great flavor. Smoke ring does not determine flavor. That's the other thing that people have to get out of their brains.
Hey, listen, this is the platform to tell people, because I want to get all the barbecue, I guess, taboos or whatever,
Right.
or traditions that people normally do that's just tradition and doesn't really.
Smoke ring does not equal flavor. Smoke ring is just a process that happens when you got the right amount of everything. I'm not sure the scientific names for them, so please don't judge me. But you got the right amount of everything in your cooking, and it leaves that beautiful amber ring. Sometimes a little bit, sometimes a lot bit. But it's just it's like a beauty mark.
Yeah,
You get it sometimes you don't. But I've had ribs that had none of that and were great quality ribs. Not everybody's shooting for the same thing, and that's okay. And that's what people have to continue to explain to people. It's not about achieving the same quality that I achieve. It's about having a consistent product that is end user and patron friendly, that they enjoy. Once you achieve that, that is what you go for.
What tips would you give? Like
Buy a thermometer. Buy a thermometer. Stop being afraid. Buy a thermometer. Poke your meat. And it sounds terrible, but it is the fastest way to become comfortable in knowing what you are doing or what your food is doing at certain temperatures. And I watch so many people not do it and are just kind of guessworking it, and sometimes you get a lot of it wrong. You don't have to do that. They make these thermometers for a reason.
Yeah.
Use it. Poke them off. It's not going to do nothing crazy. It's not going to get mad at you. It's already dead. Poke and see what the temperature says. If it's where it needs to be, pull it off, let it rest. Secondly, let food rest.
What's the importance of resting? Because I don't know.
The importance of resting is essentially, it's like think about it in this manner. You go outside, you're doing something, you get cut, right? You get a cut on your arm. You going to start touching that cut with it bleeding heavy?
No, I don't know.
Exactly. You wait for it to rest. It builds a scab. Not, and this is not saying meat builds a scab, but you wait till it becomes, it starts to heal itself before you go back out to do what you need to do and finish what you're doing. That's what I look at. That's what I go by. Not the exact rule of thumb, but that's the framework I look at. You cook a meal. When you cook it and you're putting it under heat, all that meat is doing is swelling, swelling, and swelling, and swelling. Okay, once it's done, it's going to come back down to its natural form. But if you never let it come down to its natural form and you cut into it, you're releasing all that juice and all that work that you've built up inside of it. And when you bite into it, it's going to be like, oh, it's got everything running out of it. Yeah, because you didn't let it rest. If you let it rest and come back together and reabsorb and let those tendons settle, it's going to make for a much better eating experience, especially with steaks, especially with steaks. People, let your steaks rest and stop eating well done steaks. You terrorist.
How you eat your steaks?
Medium. Medium.
Medium.
That's it. Medium.
I'm not a big steak person. Like, I'm the type of person. If I order a steak at a restaurant, I always say medium well.
No.
I'm basic.
God.
I'm basic.
Medium. Look, I'm going to cook for you a medium ribeye, and I want you to taste it. There's
Say
a
less.
difference. I want you to experience this. It is a difference. Stop ordering, especially great cuts, ribeyes, prime ribs. Stop ordering medium well. Don't do that. You are losing every ounce of flavor that cow had that they put on that plate. Jesus.
People don't let the cows be great.
They don't let the cows be great, man. This cow was sacrificed for a reason. It was not sacrificed to be killed all over again.
But some people say if they eat a medium or something under medium, that the cow still be mooing.
No, that would be rare, sir. And again, like what you like. Some people like rare. I'm more of a medium guy. Has great moisture still on the inside. You know what? You know what you say to a person who eats a well done steak? Nothing, because they're still chewing.
They be shaking the table.
They can't talk because they're still chewing. Even after you've gotten your thought out, they're still chewing.
I seen a meme where it say, why you order that well done steak? Now you shaking the whole table trying to cut it.
Bro, I swear to God. It's like, look, hey, send it back.
They DJing over there.
Trying to cut, like, you cutting leather. Like, Jesus Christ. Stop. How do you eat leather? That's my question. How?
You don't.
You don't. Leather is not meant to be ingested. Stop leatherizing your steak.
And it's crazy that you say that, because you recently had some ribeyes, I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
And you said, I'm not cooking it over medium.
No. And I told them, and it was for my homie's birthday party, and I went out. I made it real nice, sliced it in front of them, took my Weber kettle, cooked it, and I told people, if you want to buy a steak, this is what the price is going to be. And I told them, look, I do not cook well done. If you want a well done steak, do not buy this steak from me.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I am not about to do this to this $283 ribeye. Man, ain't no way. Ain't no way. It costs too much money. Like, if that's the case, just throw it in a wild fryer and just let it cook. But you won't do that. But you'll go somewhere. Have a beautiful date with this young man or young lady who you love, and you will have them order you a $75, sometimes $85 piece of protein, and you will cook the living fuck out of it. It is the most uncomfortable thing to see or hear even at a steak space, even where you're Outbacks or whatever. People say, can I get it well done, please? I'm ready to leave. Check, please. I don't want to see this. I don't want to be nowhere around it. Like, it's so uncomfortable to me. It's like, how dare you hurt this animal even further?
Man, that is crazy. Do you own a pair of cookout sandals?
No.
Will you ever own a pair of cookout sandals?
No.
You don't want your toes out, man?
The Jesus Walks 5s are not for me. The Heroes 12s are not for me. I will be cooking in a nice set of comfortable kicks, whether it be Adidas. It will never be a Yeezy. It may be a Air Max. It may be something. I am so non-traditional with. Hell no.
I ain't never had them.
Me neither. Like, I don't believe in overpaying for trash.
Yeah.
But yeah, you won't catch me in the Jesus Walk 5s ever.
Y'all want your toes out, man?
I don't want my toes out, because that leaves room for a hot coal or some grease to hit it. And
yes, it's facts.
Hey, look, I got to protect my feet. Like, look, I got to use these for the rest of my life. No.
Man, listen. So the people that's catching the interview and didn't catch the review, man, tell them what you think about this curveball, man.
Let me tell you something. You ever had barbecue in a bottle, ladies and gentlemen? No. This is Curveball. Allow me to introduce you. Sweet on the front end. I'm sorry, smoky on the front end, sweet on the back end. Very well-rounded notes of, I will say, mesquite and maybe a little bit of oak. This brand of barbecue whiskey, and yes, I am calling it barbecue whiskey because they've managed to place barbecue in a bottle, is one that everybody needs to get to know. Every pitmaster on the market needs to at least try one shot of this neat and with 1 cube of ice and understand the hard work that this brand has put into crafting a quality whiskey for the cookout. It is cookout certified, if you ask me. Bam, we stamp it right there.
And like, if I'm at a cookout, I wouldn't know whether to get ribs or get this on the rocks with some rotel and some chips. Because I feel like I'd be satisfied. Like I'm still fulfilling my barbecue craving in liquor form.
Yeah, because you're getting the extra notes. Like you get your, depending on how they cook the rotel or whatever, you get your smoke from there. You get your smoke from your ribs or your chicken if they did it right, and then you just polish it off with a nice, like, come on, man, it's all there.
Yeah, it is.
It's all there.
Well, listen, Eddie Wright, I'm so glad to have you finally on Tapped In Reviews and Uncork'd. It's been a long time coming. Long time. Every time I go buy some ribs, he say, when I'm getting on the podcast,
I swear to God, every single time, hey, man, put me in the game, coach. I'm ready. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. I've been waiting so long to be here. I'm glad to be here. I hope I gave you enough 60-second clown bites to do something real amazing with it. It's going to be a great time here moving forward. I'm very happy for this young man. Tapped In Reviews, Uncork'd podcast. It's great things happening with alcohol and talking, which is my 2 favorite sports. Third is cooking. And boom, that's kind of what you got there. Curveball, call me.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Hit up Curveball. This your guy right here. Yeah, I sent it to me, but this the real pitmaster. I just drink for a living.
I'm going to take a picture of this so I can send it to him and be like, hey, guess what I'm doing? You know what I'm
You drinking Curveball the right way.
I'm drinking Curveball the right way. How you look?
Don't worry about it. I'm going to give you a better picture.
Perfect. That works out even better.
But yeah, there's been another episode of Uncork'd, and we out this thing, y'all.
Peep the boner, I've been shutting shit down, talking way before Corona. I've been ballin' Villanova. I'm a star about to blow up, I can't wait to supernova. Ain't